because the alternative was for us not to eat.
How did he get on our calendar? How did this work? And then we were like, oh, YouTube.
Accomplishment on YouTube, we generated over 6 figures in 4 hours.
I'm getting emotional as you're talking about it.
We actually were able to accomplish it because of what we've learned from you on YouTube.
All right. Welcome, Carmen and Darius, to the channel. I'm so honored to have you guys here virtually a year later after we did our first collaboration, more specifically about what you guys do. But welcome back. How are you guys doing today?
We are doing amazing and just thrilled to be here a year later from that point, because we're going to get into it, but at that point we had no idea what this whole YouTube thing meant.
Yeah, what our world would be. So hello again, everyone. Thank you for all of the love and support that you all gave us from the first collab that we did with Marissa, but we are doing fantastic. We're excited for your questions.
Yes, absolutely. I'll leave their information, their resources in the description below so you guys could access that after this video. Subscribe to their channel, show them some love. So we'll go ahead and get right into the questions. And so the first question I have for you guys is, I know that back in the day, I was all pumped about YouTube, and I guess I still am pumped about YouTube, but ultimately, you guys were the ones who had the courage to be like, yeah, let's build this channel. What was it that made you guys say, yes, I want to build a YouTube channel?
You know what? I think it was honest. It was easy for us to make the decision because within our own business, we just knew that we wanted to increase the amount of leads that were coming to us. And we wanted to do it from a virtual standpoint because, like you, Darius and I love traveling. And so we wanted to be able to literally take our business on the road anywhere that we could. But from our traditional training, so to speak, the background that we come from, everything is done in person, in an office, with workshops and all sorts of networking events and things like that. So when we just saw the lifestyle that you were living, it was a no-brainer for us to give YouTube a shot.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you want to take advice from people who you wouldn't mind switching places with. And with all the traveling that you've been doing and the traveling that we want to do, it makes the most sense to take advice from someone that's actually doing it.
We was watching you in Bali, like, damn, I want to be in Bali. So it was easy to make the decision for us.
Right. Okay, sweet. And so I know starting the channel could be very, very slow. Well, it is. Everyone goes through it. It's very slow, very difficult, very what in the hell? Why did I start? I want to quit. So in those, first 6 months, what kept you guys motivated and going when things were slow and you weren't getting views, you weren't getting growth?
I think what really kept us going is the fact that in our business, since we do life insurance, we didn't have to have a ton of subscribers in order to start seeing some results from YouTube. So in those first 100, 200 subscribers is when we started to really see things pick up for us. And as we got more subscribers, it just picked up even more. So for us, it was just a matter of being consistent with what we're doing and just getting better at the message that we were trying to deliver across the platform.
And to that point too, I think in the slow months before we even had 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers, what really kept us going was the comments that people would make.
Yeah.
We got our very first comment that we ever got on YouTube was someone from South Africa asking us how can we help him purchase the type of life insurance that we sell in South Africa. And we were like, how did you find us? And this was before we even understood the power of YouTube. So we're literally looking at our website and trying to figure out where traffic is coming from. And he said YouTube. It didn't even dawn on us that he found us on YouTube. And when he said, I've been watching your videos, it's great information, we were just like, holy moly.
Yeah.
So I think that really just expounded our thoughts and dreams of what could come from YouTube. And then just, that the comments and the feedback that people would give us just really made us feel like we weren't just working in a silo and nobody was seeing the information that we were putting out.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. And guys, make sure to stay tuned towards the end of this video because these guys have accomplished something phenomenal, hitting their first 6 figures within days, within hours. So we'll get to that later. But for now, I just wanted to hit on again, because you guys talked about how, I know that in the beginning of doing advertising, you guys had started with paid advertising with Instagram and Facebook. So at what point did YouTube kind of substitute that paid advertising for you guys with lead generation and, eventually sales?
So I think just YouTube in general gives you more of a relationship with people that's consuming your content, and organic traffic is by far better than paying for someone to see a certain message when they haven't really established a relationship with you.
Or knowledge
of what
it
you're
is.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for us, so a little bit of background. So Darius is the brains behind our paid marketing. And so Darius had a really, really successful Facebook campaign that went out, and we got like 600 leads in a matter of days.
So it was too successful.
Wait, how many meetings?
600.
Yeah.
600?
Yeah.
In a matter of days.
But the thing is, what we didn't understand was the messaging was targeted to a specific audience that we right now within our career aren't going to be able to help, because they need a little bit more financial help as far as budgeting and things of that concern before they can go to the next step, which is what we teach.
Right.
So we didn't really understand that the targeting mechanisms behind Facebook, like he literally turned the faucet on and leads just poured out. Yeah, and we spent a ton of time educating these leads on what we did. And we would literally have like, I remember one day specifically, we had like 8 appointments back to back to back to back to back. And every single appointment, it was teaching, an hour, maybe 90-minute meetings. And after we did that for like 3 days, we were like, turn it off. Because this isn't, this particular lead base that was brought to us aren't really right now in our wheelhouse. And so it really just made us realize, like, how can we get in front of people that are looking for the information that we're sharing, and we don't have to do as much face-to-face coaching. You know, they're already typing in infinite banking and the things that we talk about, and they're just looking for more information.
Absolutely.
Right. That makes sense. It's, really it's because like the videos, they pre-sell, they pre-inform, they get the visitors and the traffic kind of educated already in a topic they're already looking for. So that definitely makes sense why, Facebook leads versus YouTube leads was a whole, 180 like difference.
Yes,
exactly. And I'd probably say, to answer your question, we had even turned off paid traffic before we started our YouTube channel. And it was just because we were, for lack of a better word, desperate in the fact of we were trying to get in front of the people who were looking for us. And with the paid advertisement that we had played with and toiled with wasn't bringing us the right traffic. So if anything, we were like, we need to go back to understand ads a little bit better or something else, because what we're doing here with the paid traffic isn't working for our specific niche.
That sounds super excellent. And so my next question is a little bit about the YouTube production and you guys working as a team, because typically YouTubers are individual on a channel, but you guys as a couple are a team. And so how does that work? Like, were you guys like hesitant to work with each other on camera, or was it a little bit difficult getting used to each other? Were there any struggles, or was it just kind of natural and it worked well?
Oh, it was amazing the whole time.
No. Actually it was natural, because the alternative was for us not to eat. So when you're trying to actually put food on the table, it really kind of puts aside a lot of the things that would hold most people back who don't have to fully commit.
That was really powerful. Yeah, but I mean, in addition to that, I mean, we made our minds up, and typically when we make our minds up, we just execute. So we sat down in front of our cell phone and was like, we're going to make this happen. So we really just worked with what we had. We bought.
And what did you guys have in the beginning? For equipment?
A cell phone, and we bought, how much was the lighting kit? We bought a lighting kit on Amazon for like $100.
Yeah.
And then
I don't even think it was that much. It was like $30. It was the cheap.
It was a cheap set, yeah. And then the lapel mics, well, we've upgraded the lapel mics since then, but the lapel mics were probably like $20.
Yeah.
So we didn't go out and spend a fortune on gear. We were just like, all right, what can we make audio better? So we're gonna get a lapel mic, and then we need to bring some light in. So that was what we started with. So we just started recording videos. And I mean, honestly, we have to give you the credit, Marissa, because you really gave us the motivation behind the videos, because, you being our client, you would just ask, questions, and you're like, put the answers to these questions on YouTube.
I know you're tired of me calling.
So we were just like, oh, okay. So we went into this thinking that we were creating like a library of videos for our clients. So when they had questions come up, they could just go to our channel. And we had no idea that by answering our clients' questions, we were going to bring new clients our way.
Right.
So that was mind-boggling to us.
That is super cool. So cool. And since you guys are a team, what are your guys' roles with uploading videos, just kind of the whole process of making YouTube videos for the channel?
Yeah, so I'm on keywords and just optimization.
And and I edit the videos. I get everything situated and upload and edit the videos.
Mhm.
So analyzing and producing.
Yeah,
Okay, and what about thumbnails?
That's
we outsource.
Yeah, we outsource it.
Well, initially,
Okay.
initially Carmen was doing the editing and the thumbnails, but after working with you, we started outsourcing our videos and outsourcing our thumbnails.
Gotcha. Okay. Have you told people, like just kind of out and about, do you tell people you're YouTubers? And if so, how do they react?
In the public, we tell people that, what do we tell people? We tell people that we're just insurance agents. It depends on how we want the conversation to go.
How we tailor the conversation.
Yeah.
Typically people say, what do you do? And we say that, we work within the financial industry. And then, if people ask further, but one thing that we get a lot from our peers is how do you get leads and how do you market?
Mm-hmm.
So when we tell them, oh, we have a YouTube channel, and then they say, okay, well, what else do you do? We're like, that's all
Just YouTube.
we do. Their eyes just bug
And?
out. Yeah, exactly.
No, seriously, YouTube.
Yeah, their eyes just bug out. And they're like, what do you mean? And we're like, YouTube videos. And they're like, you get clients on YouTube? So in our industry, it's very cliche to use the internet, so to speak. Like I said, it's still very old school. But I would say just for the general public, if anything, they're like, cool, what's the YouTube name? So it's been a positive reaction, I'd say, for everyone that we've told we have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because who isn't on YouTube already? And the fact that they know someone that has a YouTube channel and they can go and look at their stuff, I think people are amazed by it.
And Darius's mom,
And do you feel like the title YouTuber kind of gives you that authority?
question. Yeah, I would say so. I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't feel like YouTubers because because we kind of compare ourselves to other people that we know on YouTube, and you're on YouTube and your subscribers aren't anywhere close to where ours are. So we're like, we're not a YouTuber. Marissa's a YouTuber.
Yeah, we're like,
We just put videos online.
What classifies a YouTuber?
No, it's interesting you say that, because some days I don't feel like a YouTuber. Like, I'm not sure how you should feel, but no, I mean, I think it's just all relative, because sometimes I feel like, man, so-and-so's channel, they just hit 500K, and I'm like, dang, got a long way to go. But no, these guys only have 2,500 subscribers, right? At the making of this video. That's a lot of subscribers, but compared to the when you think of YouTuber, you think of people with 100K at least or more. But I think this whole era, maybe the past 2 years, of the rise of small YouTube channels has become like really prominent. I mean, it's kind of like influencers on different social media platforms. Micro influencer has become very, very prominent in the past year and a half for people who want to use influencers and micro influencers for more niche specific stuff.
Right.
Oh, 100%. And that's what's been blessing us as far as our business and the opportunities that have come our way, just because of the micro influence that we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question for you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, how would you rank your guys' life and business now compared to, a year ago or a year and a half ago when you had no clue YouTube was in your future?
60.
Is it good?
Yeah, I would give it a 10.
Yeah, 10x that.
Yeah, because I think what YouTube has done for us is all the things that we said we wanted to get accomplished and things that we put on our vision board or put into our universe, we actually were able to accomplish it because of what we've learned from you on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a 10 for us.
Well, we've all been waiting for, and we're super pumped to hear about your guys' journey from literally zero, no subscribers, no clue that you were going to become, YouTubers and build a channel, all the way up to, damn, we hit 6 figures within a day, within hours. Can you guys talk about how that worked? Because we just, Carmen and I, about a month and a half ago, we just talked about on the phone that accomplishment. And I was like drinking tea. I remember, I'm like, you did what? I was so pumped to hear about it. But talk to us a little bit about that.
I'm getting emotional as you're talking about it. Go ahead, Darius.
No, me too.
So what happened for us is the whole 6 degrees of separation. When it comes to YouTube, you're not only in front of your peers, but you're in front of other influencers outside of YouTube.
Yeah.
So what happened for us is it created an opportunity for us to teach other financial advisors how to actually grow their business on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of those things that people think of it as, oh, I can't be on YouTube because I am older, or I won't be able to relate to people. But it's not that, because you're always talking to people who most relate to you. There's a billion people on YouTube. So what happened for us is we got that opportunity to work with other financial advisors, and it has really changed how we think about online courses and online businesses moving forward. Because in about a 4-hour time period, because we were able to market to someone's email list, because of our accomplishment on YouTube, we generated over 6 figures in 4 hours.
Oh my God. That is so freaking cool. No, that was actually what I wanted to ask you guys, was going back a little bit. A lot of people are like, oh, I wasn't made to be a YouTuber. Like, I'm not interesting. No one would ever listen to me. Did that guys ever cross your mind in the beginning, or, were you guys kind of confident in what you were doing?
Absolutely. Because for me, I'm being an engineer, you're an introvert. And Marissa, you're an engineer. So, we like to work alone. We like to have things done a certain way. And being on YouTube doesn't really fit inside of the box. So being in front of a camera initially was very difficult for me. Carmen is a natural, but she's really helped me to get better being in front of a camera. So yeah, there was a bit of kicking and screaming on my part, but I'm glad it's a decision or fear that I got over.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, you're amazing now. I remember, our first few videos, we would have like extra shirts ready because he would just sweat for his shirt.
I would sweat so much.
So, we definitely had those moments of just thinking like, okay, how is this really going to work?
Mm-hmm.
Long term, is this going to be worth it? But with what I got emotional about, just so I can share that with you all, is really just putting into perspective. Like, it was literally a year ago where we were all just sitting doing the first interview, and we hadn't even really done much with our channel. And I remember you, Marissa, you were saying like, you gave us a milestone to hit. I think it was like 20 videos or something. You're like, get 20 videos up and we can do our collab. And we were like, we're getting 20 videos. So we got the videos up, and that was August last year.
Mm-hmm.
Darius and I, we made a goal that year that we were going to go to the Dominican Republic for the month of December and just vacation. And so what happened is from basically August until December, we were just creating videos. And then all of a sudden we went to the DR for December, had an amazing time, but we didn't vacation not one bit. And what happened is people were getting on our calendar, and we were like, who's John Smith? We're having these conversations. He's like, I don't know who John Smith is. And so we were going back and forth, like, how did he get on our calendar? How did this work? And then we were like, oh, YouTube. And so next thing you know, like, our meetings started trickling in. And then we literally were in the Dominican Republic. At that time, we had probably about 3 meetings a day, just consecutive meetings. And we were just like, what is going on? And so that really just made us, so to go back, sorry, I skipped a part. We came to the Dominican Republic because we knew we always wanted to live here. And so coming in December was kind of like our trial run to see, like, is this a good fit for us? We're building this YouTube business. When it pops off, are we going to be able to sustain our business here? And it just so happened that the universe positioned itself for us where we were in the Dominican Republic and actually doing the things that we had hoped to do when living here. So we literally signed a lease when we were here in December, because we were like, it obviously can work. And we packed up everything in January in Phoenix, Arizona, and February we came to the DR.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is so incredibly inspiring. I'm getting chills over here just thinking about like the whole journey in the past like 10 months. It's so inspiring, and I'm so proud of you guys. It's just like smile on my face all the time. You guys essentially created a digital product and, sold that knowledge, and were able to hit 6 figures within a couple 4 hours. And doing that, I know, because in the beginning of your journey, it was more about lead generation. And now that you had, this big accomplishment and these sales of your digital course, how does that shift the outlook of the future of your business, right? Because you guys had talked about it's not about just lead generation now. It's like, whoa, okay, now we have all these leads, now what?
Our focus has changed to be more focused on what we're actually creating on YouTube, because we know the influence that we could create through this platform.
I would say the intention is different. And what I mean by intention is, I'd say throughout our YouTube journey, because we were still learning really the algorithms and keywords and descriptions and tags and all sorts of stuff, we were just putting out videos to make sure that we had videos to share with people. So if anything, I would say we're a lot more focused on the analytics. We're doing tons of research. We're reading books constantly, reading articles, doing more stuff, news-wise, so that we can make sure that we're even more generous with the information that we share.
Right.
And I think that the switch in the business is realizing that not only are we able to provide value to our clients, but we can provide so much value to our peers too, because we understand more and more of YouTube every day. So the digital products has been huge, because realizing that, wow, we can still touch a whole different audience through digital products that we had no idea, no thoughts in our minds that could be possible. So now, knowing that we can provide value to our clients and our peers at the same time, we're thinking, who else can we touch and reach through this amazing platform? It's true.
Yeah, I think all those things are amazing, but we got on YouTube to educate people about finances. And I think more so now than ever, regardless of the accomplishments that we have, that we've seen, we now more than ever want to create good content on YouTube. So I think
continue creating more content.
It switches. It allows us to be more focused.
So the last question that I have for you guys is, what advice do you guys have to other business owners or somebody who wants to build a brand online who, has 0 subscribers and want to build a YouTube channel?
Do it.
Yeah, I would say start and be consistent.
Absolutely. Be consistent. That's huge. And also, what we didn't understand, not only just having a YouTube channel, was the power of the influence. Exactly like you said, Marissa, like the opportunities that we have been given because we have a YouTube channel have just been phenomenal.
Yeah,
We've
absolutely.
had, speaking opportunities come about. We just did this JV opportunity, course with it to teach our peers how to start a YouTube channel so that they can be successful. So there's just so many things that come from having a YouTube channel, aside from gaining the subscribers, aside from gaining clients. You just don't know what's gonna come. You just get random emails, in your inbox of just opportunities that come your way because you have the channel. So, with everything that you do, always put your best foot forward, be yourself. Oh my God, be yourself. Don't be anybody else. And just have fun, have a ton of fun, because YouTube has been an incredible blessing to our lives.
Absolutely.
Incredible. So powerful. Well, I think that wraps up the questions that I had for today. I wanted to thank you guys again for being here. It was so inspiring to hear your story. Literally a year later from when, we first did our collaboration. Guys, as I said before, be sure to subscribe to their channel. I'll leave all their resources in the links in the description.
So Marissa, thank you so much. I mean, it's an honor just to be able to be represented with your own brand that you've been creating. And we are just so grateful for everything that you have poured into us. I'm getting emotional again, but you changed our lives single-handedly. So if there's anybody out there who's watching this video and is trying to figure out how to get on YouTube and how to be successful, then please work with Marissa. She is going to change everything. And as you can see, we are literally a product of Marissa. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know what we would be doing right now.
And we definitely wouldn't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be in the Dominican Republic.
All right, guys. And yeah, if you are interested in the YouTube coaching program that I will be posting very soon, maybe, right now, depending on the time you're seeing this video, just click the link in the description for more information. And thank you guys for being here. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, join the family if you haven't already. I'm Marissa. We will see you guys on the next video. Take care.